So today's lesson is going to be a bar workout. If you don't have a bar, you're welcome to use the back of a chair or a countertop, anything that is nice and sturdy and is going to help us with the actual lesson. Right, so we're going to start with a few stretches first. So the first one, take your hands, place them onto your bar, and I want you to lean away from that bar. Keep your feet parallel to each other, soften your knees. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you just to sink your chest down towards the floor. Get your shoulders to open. Reach your tailbone to the opposite end of the room, keeping your knees soft. Don't let the head hang. Just keep it in line with the spine. So I'm using my deep neck flexors to pull the chin in. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, just straighten your right knee for me and push into that right hip. Soften the knee, take the other knee and straighten it all the way out as if I'm pushing the back of the knee into the back of the room. Other side, press it out. And one more, extend. Right, we're going to now try and extend both legs with a nice extension of the spine. And I'm going to grip the bar with my hands. I'm going to rotate my hips to the right. And I'm going to pull the bar out of the wall with my left hand. I'm going to posterior tuck or just hide my bum so I get into the quadratus lumborum. And then I'm going to slowly bring my hips to center, stop pulling at the bar. Then I rotate my hips towards the left. And with my right arm, I'm going to pull using my lats. And I'm going to tuck again through. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Come back to center. Drop one more time and really feel that thoracic extension between the shoulder blades. And then we're going to just mobilize the spine by going into flexion. And I'm rolling through the back and I'm pushing my upper back into the ceiling. Then I'm going to go into extension, push the bum out and reach it away. Take another deep breath in, tuck the tailbone under and flex, flex, pushing that upper back into the ceiling. I'm going into a deep posterior, then push the bum out and extend the spine. Inhale, and as you exhale one last time, just get medicine into that spine and then exhale, fully extend all the way down and then gently come up for me. Right, we're now going to stretch out the glutes. So hold on to your bar again, cross your right ankle just above the left knee, bend the left knee and pull at the bar and try and take a seat onto an invisible chair. I need you to extend your spine and push the bum out. Really try and feel that right glute and that piriformis stretching. Hold it there. And then gently make your way up for me. I'm going to do the other side. So I cross the other ankle. I'm going to take a seat onto my invisible chair. I'm going to elongate my spine and I'm going to anterior tilt the pelvis. So I'm pushing my bum out. Take a breath in through the nose. And I'm not collapsing and rounding. I'm extending tall. Keep that posture nice and straight. Inhale. Exhale. And gently release it. Right, into the calf. So you're going to push the bar into the wall and take a nice big lunge to the back with your left foot. Keep your knees, the back knee straight and the front knee is going to bend. And you're going to fully extend that leg. And I'm pushing this bar into that wall. Lift your chest, posterior tuck, and really feel the back of that calf stretching. From there, bend the knee, extend the knee. Bend the knee without lifting the heel. So the heel must not lift off. And we soften the knee and then fully extend, soften the knee, extend for 5 and 4. So you're going into the soleus, you're going into those Achilles tendons, 2 more. And then one last one, You're going to soften that knee and hold it. Lift and extend into your spine and just feel those muscles in the back of the leg stretching and slowly make your way up. Take another big lunge with that right foot back. Straighten and lock the knee. Lift your chest proud and tall. Push the bar into the wall. Shoulders draw down your spine. Take a breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Straighten that knee just a little bit more. And now we're going to start by softening the joint in that knee and extending it. Flex the knee joint and extend without lifting the heel. And breathe in, breathe out, bend and extend for 5 and 4. Press it through. 3 and 2 and 1. Last one. Soften that knee. Come in. Remember to extend away from the wall. Push the bar away from you and just get that deep dorsiflexion in the ankle joint. Hold it there and gently release it for me. Right, you're going to be facing to the side. The leg, so your left, so I'm turning towards my left leg, I'm going to cross it behind my right ankle. My back leg is going to fully extend, but my front knee is going to bend. And then I want you to jut that hip out. So you're popping this hip out to that end of the room. From there, take the top off and rotate it in front of you. And I want you to try and lower the body deeper. So you're really trying to stretch the body towards the other end. Posterior tuck again. And just feel your lats, quadratus, obliques. I'm pulling this wall out and I've got the front knee soft, back leg straight, and I'm rolling it, that left foot on its side. And I'm trying to also stretch the TFL. So it's a muscle here that actually connects into your IT band. Take a breath in, exhale out, and do the other side. So you're going to rotate to the other side, and that leg furthest from the bar or your chair is going to rotate behind that ankle. I'm going to dip my hips, so my front knee is bent, but that back leg is straight, and I'm pushing into that TFL, that hip bone. Take the top hand in front, and I lean away from that bar or that wall, and I keep pushing into the side of that hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch. You got to rely on that bar, that it's going to support you, and you're just pulling that bar out of the wall. And gently release it. Right, you're going to look to the front and we're going to stretch out the quads. So there's 3 levels. First one, just hold onto the bar for balance. Grab your foot and try and bring the heel as close as possible to the glute. Then I want you to think of posterior tucking. So I pull that pubic bone through. I engage that back glute and I hold it. So if this is your level, stay here. Otherwise, rest the foot onto your bar or your chair, posterior tilt, and lean back. Try and get your bum as close as possible to the heel. The further you move the body away from the foot, the easier it is. The closer we go towards that heel, you'll feel the deeper stretch. And then the third level, you're going to bend your left knee and you're trying to bring that knee into the wall, tucking and really opening across that hip flex. Hands are going to be spread open, shoulders are open, ribs are closed. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and release it. Gently place it down. And then again, first level is just holding it and bringing it into the glutes. Second level, rest it. And then you're going to lean into that leg and feel that nice deep stretch across the hip. Remember to tuck, because the psoas major and minor are very deep muscles. Keep the shoulders open, bend the right knee, and bring that knee into that wall. Pull through for me and hold. So this is an aggressive stretch. It's only if you're comfortable do you attempt the third level. First two, they're brilliant, but we want to progress eventually to this level. Take another big inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to lean back without arching in your lower back and really get that stretch all the way down to the knee. Hold it there for 5. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Then go down onto your knees. We want to stretch out your pecs, and you're going to wrap your hands over the bar. Roll the shoulders down and back. You'll notice that my scapulars are now pulling into that spine. And I want you just to tuck your toes under, pressing into the skirting of the wall and try and pull that bar away. So I'm leaning forward, not poking my chin forward, tucking the chin in. And I breathe deeply in. And I stretch across. So the closer I bring my hands to each other, the deeper stretch. The further I take my hands, the easier it is. So everyone will be at a different level because it depends on how tight our pec muscles are. Then I want you to change the hand grips. So you're going to take your hands, hook them underneath the bar, and we roll the shoulders down and back and stretch. And you should feel quite a deep stretch in your bicep and also in that pecs. Breathe deeply in. Roll the shoulders down and back. Tuck the chin in. The closer I bring my hands to each other or to the body, the deeper a stretch I'm going to feel. Further I take it away and I'm lifting my chest. Just be mindful of keeping the ribs connecting. 5, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently release it. Right, lift yourself up. And for the hamstrings, you're going to face the bar. You're going to place your foot onto that bar. You don't have to place it as high as I do. If you've got a lower chair or a little stool, you can place it on there. Flex the foot and hinge forward. Try and maintain a nice extension in the spine. You're breaking from the hip. You're straightening the knee and you're trying to lower the chest towards that leg. Take a breath in. As I exhale, I deepen the stretch. I curl the toes towards my face. And I'm going to hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently release it. Do the other side. So take that leg, rest it onto your bar or your chair, flex the foot, straighten the knee, square the hips off, and hinge forward. Nice and slowly, take a breath in through the nose, open up the chest, inhale, exhale, a little bit deeper, please, without any pain, but just getting a nice stretch into that hamstring. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release it. Right. So now we're going to turn around. You can rest on the bar with your hips, or you can move slightly away from the bar. And we're going to activate the right glute and lift the left leg up to tabletop. Point the toes. You can rest your hands on the bar, and I want you to pulse that knee up and down without letting the abs relax and without allowing the back extensors to release. So you want to think of compressing the back into the spine and the tummy all as one. So you're just compressing everything and you're just lifting that knee up and down. You should feel a nice little warm sensation happening in that hip flex. 90-degree angle in the knee. Nothing is moving, just that hip is mobilizing. And we're going for 5, lift your chest tall, 4, 3, 2, and stop there. I've still got my right glute activated, and I'm going to slowly turn the knee out, and I'm going to lift. Different muscle that we're now strengthening. So just an external rotation in the hip, and I lift. Breathe deeply in, point the toes, lift the crown of the head to the ceiling, and we're going for 10, 9, 8, and 7. Give me 6. Keep this right glute flexing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring that knee back to its neutral position. Move slightly away from the bar and bring your right arm above your head, left arm above your head, and balance there for me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your right arm onto the bar, left arm to the bar, and slowly release the foot down onto that mat. Brilliant. Right, transfer your weight to your left side. Activate the left glute, right leg up to tabletop. You're not gripping the bar, it's just lightly resting, but it's encouraging you to open across the collarbones. Point your foot, take a breath in, and we lift the knee. Small little lift, small movement, but activate all the core muscles and the back extensors. Breathe deeply in. Exhale fully out. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Externally rotate, so you bring the ankle in and that foot, and you turn the knee out, and we lift. Breathing deeply in, exhaling fully out, and pull. Pull it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Heavy shoulders, please. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee back to your starting position. Float your left arm above the head, right arm above the head. Stabilize into your balance position, and we keep the shoulders drawing down. Lift that knee if it has slowly started to come down, and we hold that for 10, 9, 8. I want tall postures. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we release the one hand on the bar, other hand on the bar, and we slowly release that leg down. Perfect. Right, so those were your hip flexors. We try to strengthen the psoas major and minor, and this the torus muscle, which is a muscle that's part of the hip flex, and it attaches in the inside of the knee. We are now going to go into the quads and into the inner thighs. I want you to face towards your right, turn the feet out, hold onto the bar, other hand onto that hip. Take a nice big inhale, and I want you to bend the knees. Make sure they're tracking between the second and the third toe. You're not leaning forward. You're not pushing your bum out. You're not tucking it. You're keeping it neutral, and then you're going to exhale, come back up. And when you lift, you engage your inner thighs and your glutes. Take a nice deep breath in and press up. You decide how deep of a squat can I go. If your knees don't like that deep flexion, you stop here and then you press back up. But I want good postural alignment. And we exhale up and we inhale down and press and release it. 5. And we're going down for 4. There should be no changes in the body. Crown of the head reaching to that ceiling. 3 when you go up. 2. And one last one. Stay there. Lift your right heel off the mat, left heel off the mat. Drop your right heel, left heel, and alternate. And you don't want to lift the head. You want to stay nice and low, feel your quads and feel your calves. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels off and give me 10 pulses. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can keep your heels down if you want. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and squeeze, lift, and lower the heels down onto the mat. Brilliant. Right, walk the feet in for me. Come into a nice, deep, narrow squat. Hand still on the hip, hand onto that bar, and you're going to go up onto your toes. You're going to bend the knees. It's fine if the knees are going over the toes. Open the legs, extend the legs, and come down. So bend, up, open, extend, and release. Inhale and exhale. 4 more. And bend, lift the heels, open the knees, and zip and close. 3, up onto the toes, open, extend. 2 more. Take a breath in. And last one, you're going to bend, lift, open, and slowly come back up. Right, now just separate the toes, keep the heels together, hold onto your chair or your bar, and you're going to go up onto the balls of the feet. Make sure that you are digging into that big toe joint, and then land it back down. Exhale up, pelvic floors, tummy engage, and release it. And lift up, and release it. And engage those calf muscles, and release. And lift, and lower. And 5, exhale 4, breathe out 3, and 2, and last one, and release it. Now you're just going to change the foot positioning by internally rotating. So make sure your big toes are touching and feel like you knock kneed. So you've internally rotated from the hips, knees are facing each other. Take a breath in, you're going up and lowering it down. And don't go up and down too quickly. Resist gravity down, resist momentum up. Clench the butt, activate the hamstrings, down. Exhale up, inhale down, and 8 more. 1, gently release. Keep that internal rotation in the hip. 2, and release. Give me 3, and every time you go onto your tippy toes, you think I'm growing 1 centimeter taller because I'm really stretching through my spine. And 4, and last 4, bring it up and release. Stretch into your toes. 3, 2 more, and lift. And one last one. Take a nice deep breath in, lift, and gently release it. Now we're going to go to singles. You can turn to face your bar, bend your right knee, and you're going to go onto your right foot, the ball of the foot and the toes. Gently release it down. Go quickly up, slowly releasing it. So you resist. Take another big inhale, up we go. Resist down. Last 3, 1. Gently release it. And exhale 2. And last one, take a deep breath in. Lift. Hold it there on your stiletto. You are standing tall. And gently resist that calf down. Switch legs for me. Bend the other knee. Take a breath in. And we go up. And are we pressing into that big toe joint? Feel that you are evenly distributing on those metatarsals and down. Take another big inhale and exhale. And 4 more. Lift, contract, release. and 3, up. 2 more, deep breath in, lift. And one last one, take a nice deep breath in, up we go, hold it there, and resist, slowly contracting that muscle, and release it. Right, I want us to do one more for the calves, but this time you're going to step away from the bar. Your palms are pressing into the bar, and I want you to go up onto your toes and try and resist and push the heels down. If you're not feeling a stretch, you're too close to the wall or your bar, move slightly away. So going up and then all the way down. So I first want you to feel a nice stretch into the calves, and then build and strengthen the calves by curling and going into flexion, dropping it, stretch it, and then come up. Take a nice big breath in and exhale, lift and resist down. And 4 more, up, contract the soleus, contract that calf, down, and 3, and slowly down. 2 more, keep lifting your chest up, and then one last one, take a nice deep breath in, lift, and I want you to bend the right knee, drop your left heel onto the mat, and alternate. Dropping the one heel onto the floor, bending the other knee, and we're going for 10, 9, 8, feel the toes and the feet working, 7, keep the alignment, knee tracking between the second and the third toe, 2 more, and one last one, both heels off, both heels down, bend your knees, and lift and lower. With your knees bent now, don't straighten the knees. And this is the soleus muscle that I want you to feel strengthening. So it's more down to the Achilles tendon. We want to get into those muscles that are often neglected and are forgotten. 4, and 3, knees are bent. 2, and one last one, and release it. Right, we're going to go into the hamstrings. So hold on to the bar, bend your left knee, flex that foot, and I want you to drive the heel as close as possible to the glute, contract that hamstring. Don't lean forward, don't lean back, just stay upright and drive that heel. You want to see, can I bring this heel closer to that glute? Notice my knees are aligned. A lot of times people bring the knee forward and then bring it in, or the knee's too far back. Your knee should be aligned. And then drag it in, stand tall. Once you've got your end of range, in other words, it almost feels like it wants to spasm, you dorsiflexing the foot, you're going to pulse and we lift. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. And we pull using that beautiful hamstring. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Turn to the other side. And we start first with isometric. So in other words, we're going to pull and feel that contraction in that hamstring. Lean into your plumb line. So your ear, your shoulder, your first rib, your hip, and your knee should be all underneath each other. Drag that heel nice and close. Flex that foot. Knees are there aligned and squeezing into each other. And then take a breath in, pull those pelvic floors up and in, and we pulse. And we bring the heel to the glute, contracting that hamstring. Breathe deeply in. Exhale fully out. And we keep flexing. And I want you to try and push through. If it feels like it wants to spasm, just be patient. The more you work it, the stronger it's going to get. 10, 9, 8, 7. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently release it. Right, into the glutes. You're going to stack your arms or your forearms onto your bar or the back of your chair. Rest your forehead onto your hands and lean slightly away from the bar and the wall. Take your left foot off to the left and you're going to point that toe. Bend the right knee and lift that leg up and over to the right side of the mat. So you're making like a rainbow or half a circle with your left leg. You're using the butt or the glute to lift. So your left leg is open chain, it's working, but the right glute is stabilizing you and working really hard. So we're going for 5, tap and lift. Give me 4, and lift. 3 more, up and over, 2. Nice. And then one last one, come up and tap. Same leg, bend the knee and tap the other knee. 90-degree angle in the knee, and you're going to externally rotate that knee and bring it in. So you're going into a fire hydrant. Pull the knee open and close. Pull that knee out and close. Breathe deeply in. Relax the head on your hands and pull. So we're opening into the hips. This right glute is still working really hard. 5 and 4. Exhale, 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're going to make circles with this left knee. Big circles because I want to get into that hip. My right glute is still burning. 5. Tummy is activated and pulling away from the mat. 4. Rotate up and over a big wall. 2. And 1 more. And you're going to change direction. So go forwards, up and around. Breathe deeply in. Exhale fully out. For 5 and 4. Give me 3 big circles. 2 and 1 last one, and release it. All right, so you should have felt quite a bit of a burn on the right glute. You're not going crazy. That's your stabilizer. It's going to work. So now we're just transferring the work to the other leg. Right, so set your body up again. And now it's time for the left glute to work. I'm going to soften that knee so I'm not working on the joint. And I'm going to extend my right foot. On the outside of the mat, point your toe. And we go up and over and tap. Inhale and exhale. This right leg, we're going to have to work really hard because it's tired. It was actually working while we were moving the other leg. So just be patient. Push through if you can. And 5. If you need a mini break, pause. And 4. Lift. 3 more. Tap and lift. And then one last one. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Tap. Bring that knee in line with the other bent knee. And we open without shifting the weight. And I want you to externally rotate, relax your arms, relax your neck, relax your head, pull. Breathe deeply in, exhale, and we've got 8, pull, 7, and 6, give me 5, and 4, exhale, 3, and 2, and 1. Now circle. Big circles. Take it to your end of range where you feel you can't anymore. Really get into that hip joint. 3 more to the front. And 2. Last one. And reverse it. So I make a big circle to the back. 1. And rotate. 2. The left glute is now starting to complain. 3. 2 more. And 4. And last one, rotate it and release it. Okay, we'll stretch it out in a moment. I just want the glutes to relax, especially after we've strengthened the muscle. Just give it time to release before stretching it because it's quite angry still with us. We're going to do a little bit of upper body strength, so into the shoulders and into the pecs. So you're going to place your hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance onto the bar, and you're going to move into a reverse plank. So in other words, the legs are going to be moving out away from the wall. Bend the elbows and bring the chest. I'm lifting my heels off the mat, and then I press up. So I'm just focusing on my upper back muscles without allowing the shoulder blades to squeeze into the spine. I want to keep serrator activated and press the elbows to the sides of the room and then bend. Inhale and exhale, press it up. And lower, you don't have to touch the bar. I just want you to think of stability and lift. We're going to go down for 2. So we go 1, 2, hold it there and push up. And lower, lower. I'm squeezing into my core and I press, drop, drop. And we're going to reverse it now. So we're going to drop for 1 and we're going up for 2. So we lift and then fully extend, drop, and we go up and drop and lift and drop. 2 more and up, up. Last one, drop and lift and release it. Brilliant. Right, take a seat on the mat and lean into a wall if you can. And I want you to flex your feet up. So I want you to really press your body into that wall. Arms by your sides. Reach your elbows to the sides of the room and try and get your forearms, your elbows and the back of the arms to push into the wall. Reach those elbows and press the back of the head into the wall. And then I want you to bring the elbows towards your ribs and then slide the arms so the shoulders and your elbows should be aligned. And you're going down and up. And you're trying very hard not to allow the ribs to flare. So I'm pushing my upper back into the wall as I am sliding and keeping contact, arms into that wall. Breathe in and breathe out. Lengthen the back of the neck, please. And just slide up and down and up. And you want to feel those upper back muscles working. Don't let the ribs come apart. You've got to keep that upper back pushed into the wall, and so must the arms and the back of the head. And keep sliding. Bring those elbows down to your hips and then up. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And then last one, stay there. So reach those elbows, press the back of the palms and the forearms into the wall, not the chin in, and press the back of the head into the wall. Close the ribs and hold that for 5, 4, exhale 3, you've got 2, one last one, and gently release it. Excellent. Right, we're going to do a little bit of ab work, but I want you to turn and you can place your legs against a wall, or if you've got the bar, you can place your feet onto that bar. I want you just to curl the toes and just stretch the front of the feet into that bar. And then we're going to take a nice deep breath in, extend the arms over the head, keep the ribs closed, and bring the arms and try and touch your knees. And then slowly roll back down. Take another big inhale I'm going to exhale, come up. Keep your shoulders away from the ears and don't arch into that lower back. And I'm going to reach and I'm going to release. And I'm going to breathe in at the bottom, straighten my elbows and reach and release. Now interlace your hands behind your head and you're going to curl up and rotate your right shoulder to your left knee and your left shoulder to your right knee. And going into oblique work, I'm placing my feet either against the wall or a chair or on that bar, and I rotate. 10 and 9. Exhale, 8 and 7. Give me 6 and exhale, 5, 4. Rotate 3. Give me 2 and one last one. Twist back to center, lengthen the back of the neck and slowly release the spine down onto that mat. Keep your feet against that wall or the bar, arms by your sides, bend your knees and just move your body a little bit closer to the wall or the bar so your knees are soft. And we're going to articulate the spine. So I pull my pubic bone to my navel, I roll through my spine and I come up into my bridge. Glutes have worked, so they're squeezing. Hamstrings have worked. Back extensors have worked. And then I want you to roll down. So it's just articulating through the spine and release each vertebra down onto that mat. Let's do 2 more. Take a breath in. And you're going to press your lower back into that mat. And you roll up and you're just a little fist distance apart from the ankles and the knees. And you're keeping those knees tracking between the second and the third glute. Second and third toe. Press into your shoulders. Send that tailbone towards the wall or the chair. And roll gently down. And then one last one. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And you're going to posterior tuck. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Hold it there for me. Keep clenching the butt. Bring your arms up to the ceiling so we don't use any arms. Engaging the tummy muscles. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring your arms down to the mat or the floor and feel your upper back, middle back, lower back, and back into your neutral. Excellent. Right, now we're going to just roll onto our stomachs. Do a little bit more stretches onto your forearms. Take a nice big inhale and then press the palms into the mat and extend. Press the pubic bone into the mat. Make sure your shoulders aren't lifting. You're drawing them down and back. If you want to increase the stretch, bring your hands closer to your body, but just be careful that you're not going to lift the pubic bone off the mat. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and gently come down. Let's do one more. Let's take a nice big inhale and extend up. Feel the abdominal stretching, feel the lower back stretching. Just make sure the shoulders stay down and back and gently release it. Just come into rest position, so round your lower back. Rest your bum on your heels. Rest your forehead onto the mat. And just stretch your arms all the way to the front. Breathe deeply in. Exhale fully out. Take another deep breath in. And slowly come up. So just move your body a little bit away from the wall. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. So think of your body like a box. And everything's nicely aligned. And then draw the abs in, keep your neutral spine and extend your left leg away as if you're pointing or reaching to the wall, and then scoop and reach your right arm. And please don't collapse. Keep pulling and activating and release it. Other side. And we scoop and reach. Don't look up. Don't look to the sides. Eye line straight ahead of you. Press the back of the head into your ceiling. And change. So we'll do 3 on each side, really strengthening the multificet. Pull the tummy in and switch, other side, and reach. I want you to point that foot so that you're increasing that range and that arch in the foot. 1 more on each side, reach and scoop, pull the tummy, square the hips and square the chest to the mat. And then last one on this side, you're going to reach it, hold it there, and gently release it. Right, onto your glutes, straighten out your legs in front of you. And take your right knee, cross it over your left leg, take your opposite elbow and hook it tightly into that knee, trying to bring this right knee into that left armpit. Other arm behind you, sit straight up on your sit bones and then rotate and look over your shoulder. So if this is something that is doable and you don't have much range in your ankles or your hips, you're going to do that. Otherwise, I want the bottom leg to also bend and to pull, lift up tall and rotate. And the whole time you're thinking of trying to drop this sit bone onto the mat as you are lifting and extending your crown to the ceiling. Breathe deeply in. Exhale fully out. We're holding it there. Don't collapse into the stretch and listen to the body. If you need to come a little bit out of the stretch, go for it. And then gently release it. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate again for those that have got niggly knees or tight hips. You just cross that one leg over, hook that elbow around, pull that knee into that armpit and rotate tall. Breathe deeply in. Exhale out for me. Lift that chest nice and tall, hold it. And then for those that can, bend that other knee and sit up tall and rotate. Take another big inhale. Exhale out, pull, pull nice and deep. And we hold it for 5. Exhale 4. Breathing out 3 and 2. One last one. Slowly uncurl the spine so you don't spasm the muscles. Place the soles of the feet together. Grab onto your toes. Pull the heels as close as possible to your groin and see how far can your knees drop onto the mat. And then round the body. If you need assistance, use your elbows, a little bit of pressure just to open those hips a little bit more. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and you want to feel the adductors stretching. If this is not quite opening the adductors, take your hands and just press it out for me. Take another big inhale through the nose. Exhale, stretch it out. Let it go. So don't hold tension, anxiety, and trauma in the hips. Just let it go. Breathe deeply in again. Exhale fully out. Open it out. And gently release it. Right, shift the body to the front of the mat. Slowly curl your spine down. Extend your left leg. Bend your right knee and take your left hand on the outside of that knee, other hand onto the floor, and bring this leg across your midline. And then we're going to switch. So we're going to do 3 in total in each side. And the last one, we're going to hold it there. So I just want you to feel a nice rotation and twist in the lumbar spine. Be aware that the shoulders are staying pressed into the mat. And we go for number 2. We pull across. Take another big inhale through the nose. And exhale, rotate again through. And then one last one. This one we're going to hold it. So I pull across and I'm going to stay. I'm going to turn my head to that arm that's stretching. I'm going to gently breathe oxygen into the tightness and stiffness of that lower back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Deep breath in. And then slowly release it and do the other side. So bend that knee, cross it over, and I'm going to turn my head and look at that arm that's stretching on the other side. Feel it into that outer hip, that QL into that lower back. Deep breaths in again. Exhale out for me. One more inhale. And exhale. Hug your knees into your chest and just flex and point the feet, stretching the fibers of the glutes and also releasing the stiffness in that lower back. And then make circles with your ankle joints as if you've got your feet into a big jar and you're scraping the sides of the jar. Change directions. Might hear a few little popping or clickings. And then make a U for me with your feet. Keep squashing your lower back into that mat. Stretch that lower back. Just keep your shoulders heavy and down. And we've got 5. Give me 4, 3, 2. And then the last one, you're going to grab your feet and you're going to open the legs out. Keep your knees bent and try and press your knees into your armpits. So you're opening up into the hips. And I want you to rock onto your lower back. And just press it in and press deep. Knees into the armpits. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Stop rocking. Just press it down, 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 down. And then release it. And slowly onto your side and come into your rest position one more time. So just open those knees, round your lower back, arms by your sides, forehead onto the mat, and just focus on diaphragmic breathing. So I want you to roll the shoulders forward, keep that lower back flexed, breathe deeply in, fully exhale out. And as you breathe deeply, focus on lowering your blood pressure, decreasing your heart rate, and releasing anxiety and tension in the body. So deep breath in again. Inhale. Exhale out. 2 more. Inhale deeply. A little bit more air in. And now exhale fully. And one last one. Take a breath in. Come on, a little bit more. Breathe deeper. And exhale out. And slowly make your way up. Right, it was a little bit of a different session today. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you don't have a bar, a chair, or a very stable countertop, and we try to tap into most of the muscle groups. So hopefully it was a full body and you enjoyed today's session. Take care, and we will be sending you another recording next week. Bye.